Do you think that's kind of villainous? Is people being fake?
There's like secret villains.
They're actually the ones that are evil.
I don't know if going on any kind of reality show is a little bit healthy because I think they really want you to like go crazy.
Yeah, kill them with content.
Yeah.
And kindness.
It's bad. It's really bad. Screwed up. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Everybody Loves Tom. Today our guest is Francesca Farago from Too Hot to Handle, a villain, right? A known villain from Too Hot to Handle.
I mean, I guess that's my title. Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking that you cost people a lot of money on that show, right?
Yes, technically, but long term, the show had more viewers. They made more money afterwards, so it was worth it for everyone involved, including myself.
Oh, I mean, I know. I'm sure producers loved you.
Yeah.
Tom,
Right.
Tom, don't forget, Love is Blind. I know, just a few episodes, but The Perfect Match.
Yes.
Also, just announced Variety's one of 40 most influential women on reality TV. Or was it Powerful?
Awesome.
I think it was both.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Influential and powerful.
can I ask you, I know we got a lot to talk about, but did that catch you off guard, or you were like, yeah, that's right, period?
I think like after everything I've been through, it kind of like made sense.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Earned.
But there was a lot of girls on that list that I was like, it's pretty cool to be on the list with
Yeah.
those women as well.
Yeah.
So coming from Canada, we're in Canada, by the way.
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Yeah, small town.
Did you was fame something that was in the cards? Was that something you saw coming? Was that something you were pursuing or after? Or
Kind of just fell into my lap, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of just doing my thing, being like the classic Instagram model, like posting bikinis, going to school, trying to graduate, and then Too Hot to Handle just like fell literally in my lap. I got an Instagram DM, and then I filmed the show, and here we are.
Nice. I feel like with Too Hot to Handle, like, how do they like catch you? Like what if you just like, I would think that people would try to just like rub one out or crack one off real quick to like keep them from like hooking up with somebody, to save money. Like,
No,
can they catch that?
No, you're not allowed to do that.
But
Well,
like, how can they like?
there was cameras in the shower, there was cameras in the bathroom.
Oh,
like,
wow.
You would go pee, and I would turn the camera because I'm not gonna let everyone watch me pee, so I would turn it. But
There's toilet cams.
cams everywhere.
Wow.
And mics everywhere, mics under the beds.
I thought we
mics
were
in
the only ones
shower.
with toilet cams here, but I guess not.
Yeah, cams everywhere.
Wow. Okay, that would feel very invasive.
That's what I'm saying, because on Vanderpump Rules, we have single cam or maybe a 2-camera setup. Shows like Summer House, they have like the eye in the sky, but there's always safe places you can go, little sanctuaries where you can maybe go make out.
Used to be the pantry and the bathrooms, not
Yes.
just the bathrooms, correct?
Yeah, but there's no place to hide in Too Hot to Handle.
No, unless you leave set and like go off filming, like take off your mic and say you're done and like literally leave. There's no way to hide.
Oh my God.
Do you think a show like Too Hot to Handle or Perfect Match can lead people to true love, real love?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've experienced it, and I found someone that I did love at the time. It didn't work out for me, but while I was filming it, I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love. Like, I found my soulmate, blah, blah, blah. Didn't work out, but I think it's possible. I know there's people that did season 2 that are still together, that did season 3 are still together. So it's possible.
I didn't know if maybe like just filming and like being, I don't know, like are those shows like how does like for instance Too Hot to Handle, how does that film? Is that like all day? It's all day every day. How long is that?
There's cameras everywhere, all day, every day, like in the, I guess you call them the eye in the sky. So
Yeah.
like little swivel cameras everywhere, but then the big cameras come out for like the challenges or the big scenes or like big conversations or date nights. But you're being filmed 24/7, basically all day, every day.
And how long does that last? Like couple weeks, month?
It was a
months?
month. It was a month. Yeah.
A month.
4 weeks. Yeah.
Do you have like? Do you get your phones?
No.
No.
No phones?
Books?
No.
No books?
No, nothing. No. I think they really want you to like go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like really feel isolated and you feel like you have to really like be with the group that you're with. So it definitely like the 4 weeks there is basically like dating someone for 2 years if you're together for that period, because you're spending 24/7 with them, like just them. Like there's nothing else to do but talk and like get to know each other.
Do you think that's healthy?
I don't know if going on any kind of reality show is a little bit healthy because the pressure and the producers and the editing, it like mentally it's hard for anyone, I think. And you never
just
know.
Being around anybody for too long, it can wear on you.
I think if you like them, then it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's Too Hot to Handle. I was having a good time. Perfect Match. I hated it, so it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hated Perfect Match? But you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You came in hot. I got to say, it was like, I was right away. I mean, you came in with like, oh, wow. You were like, you introduced yourself and you're like, listen, I usually get what I want. I'm hot. I'm cool. I have great, you know. And I was just like, whoa. And then you went straight to the bar. You grabbed a bottle of champagne. And from then on out, I was invested. And I was like, but I've noticed that like online and, you know, for people who don't know you, you know, on a deep level, you kind of are portrayed as like a villain a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was talking with one of my friends who's obsessed with you. I won't say who she is last night. And I was talking and I referenced this from what I had seen. I was like, well, she's kind of a villain. And she's like, you need to go look at her TikTok and you will fall in love with her. And I did that. And now I'm in love with you. That's really sweet. Because I see like a whole different side of you. You're goofy, you're lighthearted, you're funny. And you're so sweet. Your relationship.
You're talking me up right now. That's
your relationship
so
with Jesse is like I was like touched, very touched. And we can come back to that later.
That was really cute.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Why did you hate Perfect Match?
I think just I went into it not knowing that's what it was gonna be. I didn't realize like the situation that it was like that heavy of a dating show. Like you're paired up, you have to sleep in their room, and if you don't match up and couple up with someone, you have to go home.
So it's very similar to Love Island.
I never watched Love Island, but I think pretty much the same thing, but with like a little twist.
Okay. What's the twist?
I don't know. I think everyone's already been on a Netflix reality show. I think that's the twist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So the longer you stay on those shows, do you make more money, or is it just kind of like the same?
I actually don't know what everyone else made.
Okay.
I just know what I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just didn't know if it's like.
I think everyone gets paid for even if they're not in the house, they're still getting paid.
Okay.
Because you're in a hotel room isolated, waiting to come on or not come on, so you're still the time I think you're still being paid for. That would make sense.
I was almost on this show that was like produced by Ashton Kutcher called Beauty and the Geek a long time ago, and
were you the geek or the beauty?
I was the beauty.
Okay.
Jesus.
And I had to sit in a hotel room for a long time, and I hated it. I mean, I have ADD. I'm very stir crazy.
Yeah.
I've always struggled with like those, long sit-down birthday dinners where there's like 20 people at a table and it's like 15 minutes to get your first drink and like, 45 minutes for the appetizers. Like, it drive me nuts.
That I feel really bad for those people who waited in the hotel room for a month and you could only leave the hotel room for an hour a day to like go to the gym or go to the pool. So there's people who literally waited in that room for a month, and some people didn't even make it on the show.
Yeah, there was I know somebody who was supposed to be on Love Island, and they waited in a hotel for forever.
Yeah.
Isolated.
Yeah.
It's like
we had weekends off on Perfect Match, so Saturday, Sunday we would go to a hotel, be in our room, no phone, no TV, literally just our thoughts and the walls.
And you're not allowed to interact with other castmates.
You can't leave. They take your door key out, and you can't leave because if you leave your room, you can't get back in. Oh, wow. So like it was very like.
That's like kind of draconian, but I understand they don't like they when we're filming, they prefer that we're not hanging out off camera because they don't want.
Some of us. Well, we've been doing our show now for 12 years, and we know what to do, what not to do, but it's funny. Like I remember, when Jax was on our show, he would literally be having the conversation as we're getting mic'd up. Like, Jax, stop, Jax, shut up. Like literally like, dude, you wouldn't believe what happened last night. And literally, so-and-so like broke up, you know what I mean? He's just like, could not keep his mouth shut.
I feel like we have it pretty easy compared to some of the shows that you do because we've had times to grow and evolve and devolve with the audience, for like 10 years. And also we had the great luxury of all knowing each other, being really close friends. He was my roommate. Jax was my roommate before we did the show. So we had this deep well of history and experiences to pull from. The shows that you've done, I just feel like I would be a bust on those. You know?
I don't think so.
Oh man, it's like
No,
I'm
I
so
don't think you
impressed that you guys show up and you make an impact immediately.
I think those are shows that you have to be newer, like, to television. You have to have that like green enthusiasm.
The enthusiasm. Because after these two, I like wouldn't.
I'm sure.
I wouldn't do it again.
There's probably a lot of sleep deprivation.
Yeah,
like,
and you
long
also like you
hours.
give so much, and then sometimes you're edited badly, or production does a certain thing, or things go wrong, and you're like, well, I gave my all, and then this is the end product, so you're not happy with it. So
How many episodes typically are in a season of like Too Hot to Handle and
I think like between 8 and 12,
Okay,
Yeah.
because it's not like Love Island where there's like
50 or something.
Yeah.
Right? No. It's quick.
that's the one good thing about that is obviously there's more content. You get to see people on a deeper level, and also it's harder to edit things poorly when you're leaving it all in.
I think a lot of context does get left out when there's shorter episodes. So things happen, and you could be the villain for something that happens, but that's because they left out days of context that led to a blow up happening or led to a breakup happening. So people just see the breakup, but they don't see why that happened. So they think certain things of you that aren't true because there was context left out.
Do you ever think that sometimes, like, somebody is clearly the asshole and that they kind of edit and even the playing field to get people to debate on like which side they're on?
Definitely. I think there's a lot of people that I thought that were going to be shown of who they are, and they got a great edit. And I'm like, how did that even happen?
They got like the even playing field, so that way people are like, are you team this person or team this person?
I think Too Hot to Handle was very neutral. They didn't really want anyone to be hated. They wanted everyone to be liked. They wanted the show to be kind of happy. But Perfect Match, the production company that films it, also does Love is Blind, and they love a villain. Like, they need a villain. And Perfect Match, I was the villain. I gave them enough content to become the villain, so they really like that. They want you to hate on someone. Like,
Francesca, you should ask that guy who the villain on our show is.
it was you.
I don't know why.
I noticed you had a lightning bolt tattoo on your finger.
Yes.
Yeah, I
it's a
appreciate
controversial symbol.
the love. Thank you. I'm just kidding.
What's this mean?
I mean, lightning bolts are kind of like part of my, my thing.
You went deep in thought there for a second.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like. I mean, people have said that this year, like, that I ruined lightning bolts, white nail polish, mustaches. I mean, a whole slew. I ruined a lot of things, apparently.
I don't think so.
No, you don't think
No,
so?
I like your nail polish.
Oh,
I like
thanks.
your jewelry, your candy. It looks nice.
It's all. I appreciate that. My nails are pretty grown out. Gotta get them redone.
Have you guys met before?
No.
You guys
No.
we've never met, right? But
No.
But it's weird because I feel like I know you because of Lori.
Yeah.
Let's give it up for Lori right now.
Yeah.
It's like Lori. I've known Lori for so long now. She's my publicist. But me and Tom have like this kind of. It's kind of an ongoing shtick where you kind of give me a guff about not having a therapist or being more proactive about that. And then I talk about like my I have like surrogate therapists, my dogs, Cody from Peloton, travel, like sometimes alcohol, and now Lori is one of my surrogate therapists, and I just wanted to say, a friend of Lori's is a friend of mine, and sorry, we don't have to put that in there. Wait, do you have was I going somewhere with that? Do you have like a non-therapist therapy?
Definitely my dog.
Your dog.
For
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
He was here. He's the cutest thing.
What type of dog is he?
He's a Pomeranian, but he's the cutest. I know people say this about their dogs and their babies, and it's not true. Their babies are ugly and their dogs are ugly. But
I mean,
my
babies
dog,
are kind of like, human babies do look
a little alien-like.
They
for a
do.
bit.
They look
yeah.
like little baby gerbils.
Yeah, for a bit at least. But
Yeah.
my dog is the cutest dog ever. It like hurts my. I look at him and I'm like, it hurts.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I don't want to debate you because I
Your
know
dog?
it's subjective, but like,
What kind of dog do you have?
they're like they're Maltese little poodle mutt mixes.
I know they're cute.
Gordon and Butters.
Goat Butters.
I'll show you.
That's so cute.
Does it? You.
Oh, stop! That is so cute. Oh, I have my dog's heartbeat on my arm.
Wait, that's like the little
because he had a heart condition when
EKG?
he was born.
Yeah.
I got his heartbeat on my arm.
Wait, that's super cute.
Francesca, you know, just knowing you this short time, like you don't. Does it bother you to be labeled as a villain because you don't really come across that way? You don't come across entitled. You don't come across like egotistical. You don't seem like you put people down to make yourself feel better. Like you don't seem power hungry.
I think there was a minute after Perfect Match came out that I was just a little bit upset with the edit and stuff, and I was very vocal about it when I was doing interviews. And then I kind of just had to be myself still on my TikTok, and I feel like if people actually follow me and know me, then they know that's not actually who I am. Like there's parts of me that are kind of like, I don't know, like I'm pretty straight up, and I see through bullshit, and I'll call people out on it, and I don't like fake people. And if I'm in an environment where calling out people is appropriate, I'll do it. But day to day, like I'm kind of just more chill and subdued. But in filming, yeah, like I was a little bit more aggressive on screen.
Yeah.
But
because you know what it's like. It's
yeah.
Like I always say that you got to have the one conversation with the one person you don't want to have it with.
Yeah.
You have gears. You have layers.
And like I see people acting fake and being weird, and I just call it out because I'm like, whatever.
Don't you think that's kind of villainous? Is people being fake?
There's like secret villains, like the secret little low key villains that
I
are
feel like the true villains a lot of times on reality shows are the ones that are portrayed like the nice ones.
They are, and then those people.
Don't say that.
Are you a nice one?
But I actually am nice. But people say that online about me. That's like one of. We can come back to this later because but like, I'm pretty immune to online hate and trolls. But like, one thing that really gets under my nerves when people are like, he's just portrayed as the nice guy, but he's actually a monster. There's no truth to that. I mean, I've done some stupid.
I don't get monster energy from you.
Oh, thank you.
Anything more from you, but not from me. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
It's okay.
I'm just
I have
joking.
dark features and stuff. It's like I have resting monster face.
No, you don't.
Really?
No.
Oh, thanks.
I heard that I have resting bitch face.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't really believe.
Maybe
in
if
that
I'm like
much.
focused on something.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I've just seen that. Like, just I don't know. I don't really believe in that just because like I didn't. I've seen it like not be the case so often that it's not really a thing for me. But
how do you? Well, like you've been a controversial figure at times. Like, can you give us a little peek into your dealing with online hate, trolls, toolkit? Do you just, aside from just not looking at it, because you have a great presence online, right? Like you're a content creator. You're everywhere. Inevitably, you're gonna see some of those comments, right? Like,
yeah. I literally just had somebody. I just so you know, I was like kind of in 2023, like everybody's favorite punching bag. Like I was like the one everybody loves to hate.
I was that for a second, so I understand.
And I mean, people will come up to me and ask me if I'm Tom Sandoval, and they'll be like, "Ew, you're a douche, by the way," and then they'll just walk away. I have people that just film me, and they'll be like literally will just anything that I do. Wow, watch that. Look at how douche he is when he like scratches the back of his head. Like literally just like completely pick me apart. Everything I'm wearing, everything I do. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because before this year I was pretty decently liked. But I don't know if you've ever experienced that on that level.
Yeah, are you well equipped to deal with that? Or now are you better equipped to deal with that hate directed towards you? And is it fiance or boyfriend? Fiance.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been engaged?
Since April.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got excited. I wanted to ask you something. I'm sure your fans know this, but for people who don't, I wanted to hear your guys' origin story, how you guys met, you and Jesse.
So TikTok hired me to be a host of a Pride event for 2021, and it was kind of pandemic-y, so it was over Zoom. So I hosted this Pride event with Willow Smith, and we interviewed 3 trailblazers. And Jesse was one of the trailblazers that I interviewed. So I met him first over Zoom.
Yeah.
His at the time 12-year-old, but now they're 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did was there an instant spark?
Yeah, definitely.
Who made the first ice?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm the move maker. Like in all my relationships, it's always me. I feel like the energy, people think maybe I'm like intimidating in a way or like unapproachable. And then, so I always have to make the move because people don't usually make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so you did that, and then that was in 20.
I think it was in 2021. Yeah. And then we broke up. I filmed Perfect Match, got back together, and then here we are.
Well, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, to bring it back, I don't want to dwell on any negativity, but I know you've dealt with a lot of it online. What's your technique?
I mean, Jesse kind of deals with it more than me now.
Yeah.
Like daily, he gets it all the time. Mine fizzled out. When Perfect Match came out, it was really bad. And then a while ago, when I broke up with my ex-girlfriend in London, I was getting messages, people being like, if I see you in public, like, I'm going to kick your dog into the river, like, shit like that. So I was, like, scared to leave my house for a bit. So that was kind of bad, but I kind of just, like, ignore it and just keep posting, like, about who I am and, like, my day-to-day, and people can just, like, see through the screen that I'm not that person that they think I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm at that point where after you get to a certain point, it's hard to be cancelable because you just like reach that point of like, you're just so straight up and like authentic that people like can't really find things to hate because you're so just like honest.
Yeah.
Like when people hated me on Perfect Match, I would post videos and I'd be like, I get it. I fucking hated me too. Like the edit was horrible. I didn't like the way I was portrayed. So what are people going to say at that point?
Yeah.
Because I'm owning it. So there's nothing really they could say.
Hear that, Tom?
Taking notes.
Just kidding.
Just people think you're a douche, just own it. Be like, yeah, maybe I was a douche, but
He did
Yeah.
do that. And not maybe not at first, but you did do that eventually.
It's tough too because, things come out and people want, and I'm sure you've experienced this. Like, I mean, obviously I screwed up. I was, an affair, I was cheating scandal. It's bad. It's really bad, and I screwed up. Yeah, and there's always so much more, to a story, and the people they want you to be worse. They want you to be worse than you are. So they look for anything, and then it's like, I'm sure it's like everything you do is glass half empty. Like you could save like kids from a fire, and they'd be like, that's what a narcissistic thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's like,
no, it's true. But everything blows over.
It does.
And it's really bad at first, but people forget and they move on, and then they find someone else to hate. So
it's crazy to see. I mean, I think to me, seeing people just like really savor hurting other people, like the enjoyment, the sick enjoyment that I see people get, the like fire in their eyes, it's pretty fucking gross and scary.
It's inexcusable, but then also I think we've all probably been around long enough to know that those are probably the people that love you the most. They're just maladapted.
They're your biggest fans.
And once if you acknowledge them, I swear, usually
that is not true.
I'm an acknowledger. If someone, well, not all the time, but sometimes before, when I was getting the worst comments ever, I would go on that person's profile and I would they would have like a child, and I would comment, I hope no one talks to your daughter the way that you're talking to me in the future. Or I'll comment back. I'm like pretty savage, especially if someone says something to my fiance, because he gets, and people are saying things to my fiance's 15-year-old as well. Like they have a TikTok account and they're getting hate comments. I will fucking roast that person. I don't care. Like I'm at the point where I can do that and no one's gonna hate me for that, because it's just like there's some things that are so fucked up that like you just don't say those things to someone. So I'll roast someone if I have to.
Yeah.
I'll start roasting your haters if you want me to.
Love that. Please.
yeah, but sometimes if
a full-time job.
I feel like it's cool. It's cool enough. Sometimes I'll have an angle though where I'll kill them with kindness. I'll want to send them on a guilt trip.
Like, do you need a hug?
Yes, but
I'm here if you need hugs.
A sincere one, like, wow, that honestly really hurt me. It probably really didn't. But then right away they'll be, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I never thought you would see this. And then it's like and then it's just anyway.
That's the option too.
I tell people that it hurts me. Yeah, it does. Like I'm sure you've been to a point where you've been in some dark places. It's one of the reasons why I took a break from drinking, because it was compounding the feelings, and it was leading me to a really bad place. And I'm through that, but people just don't understand, and they want to it's funny. These people want to call you evil and all these things, but they're actually the ones that are evil because they're really enjoying and savoring hurting somebody, and that's the very definition of evil. Is enjoying other people's misery, enjoying hurting people. That's evil.
Yeah.
I find it really interesting that like how people do that, like and lack such self-awareness.
Yeah, I think it's like people make mistakes and our mistakes are just broadcasted, but we can grow, we can learn, we can acknowledge, and we can move on. But the people online like love to watch us be like miserable or like try and make us miserable. It's like they thrive off of it, and I think it's obviously they're just like, it's like kind of like the classic, they're not happy in their own lives and they're miserable, so they love seeing the people that are successful become miserable as well. Like,
that gotcha moment too. They want that I gotcha moment. And
no one that's happy with their life is going to leave a hate comment. I've never left a hate comment my entire life, other than the people that hate on me. Sometimes I leave hate comments back, but other than that, I would never ever leave a hate comment.
You know, you find yourself in that place. I mean, I get angry, but like I don't do that, especially not somebody that I know. Like I'll confront somebody that did something really fucked up to a friend of mine or whatever, and I will like be very upset with them, and you know, but I see if I'm ever getting close to that feeling, like this is all, you know, it's been a learning experience in that sense of like it's an ugly side. Like when we had Dr. Drew on, he's like this really ugly like mob mentality is like it's really dangerous, and he's like,
I like that you just forged through with the positivity though. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you got to do. It's like the only option.
Kill him with content.
Yeah.
And kindness. But yeah.
I'm gonna kill him. I think I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna do that.
Kill him with content.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta keep on going, keep posting.
Yeah.
And it's not happening. It's like what my fiance has to do, because he gets like ripped apart every time he posts on Instagram just for being himself. And I just tell him every day, I'm like, you just got to keep posting. There's like a few people that are watching you that love you, and that you're so inspiring to them, so you just got to keep it going. You
guys are cute as heck together. Wait, are you, how's the wedding planning going along?
We're pausing it for a bit.
You're on pause?
Yeah,
oh, shit.
It's just stressful.
It's very stressful, yeah.
It's not, it wasn't fun anymore. So
isn't that kind of like, I feel like when you're in the public eye, weddings are different than when you're not.
Yeah, there's so much pressure, and we weren't enjoying it, and I'm renovating our house, so...
Is that fun?
No, that's horrible as well. So I think I'm focusing on that right now and finishing that.
What kind of renovations you doing?
The whole house.
Really?
Yeah, the whole house.
Wow.
It's
Were you advised against maybe getting a house that like you got to do that much renovation?
No, it was beautiful. I didn't have to. Like it was.
I didn't either.
No, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
I was like, I could just. It was like the bones of the house, the backyard, the property. Like it was. I've never seen a house like it. So I was like, if I can just fix these few things, it'll be drop dead gorgeous.
I just wanted a badass gym.
I want a badass gym as well.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for?
I can give you some pointers on that.
Okay, cool.
I built.
With your hands?
No.
Oh.
Designed.
Be a lot cooler if you built it with.
I built some stuff. I did some stuff.
If you have a good contractor, send him my way.
He moved to Florida.
Damn it.
Yeah. But I might have somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, yes.
I need a new one, so.
Okay, yeah. I do. I think I do actually. I'll totally introduce you. Yeah, so tell me about your fertility journey here.
Me and my fiance did IVF, so he did IVF, I did IVF, and we used a sperm donor that we know. So we have embryos. His eggs are in the freezer. My fiance's trans, by the way. If you didn't
Yes,
know.
I know.
Yeah, okay. So his eggs are in the freezer and my eggs are in the freezer, ready to go and become real children.
Wow.
So that's fun. Yeah.
And is that something that you are looking at doing soon, or?
We were going to do it already, but there was some complications with like how I healed after IVF. So yeah, soon, if all goes well, soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not to jump the gun, but have you guys already started talking about names?
I know the names.
Oh.
I know the names. I've known the name. Well, there's a new name that's added to the list, but my one obsession is baby names. I just love baby names. I don't know why. I cannot stop watching videos about it.
That's cool.
Do you guys have baby names on your list?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I can't think of them right now. I had a little list. I don't want to pull it out. I don't think that's weird.
I
'cause
have
got
one for
divorced
sure.
recently.
I made the mistake of telling one person, and they wanted to steal it, and I said no, and they started blurting it out. It was pretty fucked up, and honestly, really pissed me off. But
Savage.
yeah,
Baby names are sacred.
Yeah.
Don't ever tell anybody.
I would, because no one's gonna steal mine. Mine are so out there that a lot of people are gonna hate
Is it like
them.
Flight Commander or like?
No.
Bartholomew.
Okay, I'll say that's what I call my dad. I call my dad Bartholomew. His name's Grant, but I call him
love that.
Bartholomew. Well, one of my names I'll say because no one's gonna steal it, and I might not use it, but it's Traveler. I love the name Traveler. You call them Trav, Travie,
Yeah.
Ella, third girl.
Yeah.
That's
Cute.
That's got
cool.
great nickname potential
Yeah.
and
Can't
pet
wait
name.
to use that. Sweet.
You can use it. I don't care if people use my names, and it's most likely that they won't. But all my names are very like unique and more words as names.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I dig that. And also, how's the swimwear line going?
It's good. It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
but I love it. It's my little baby.
How long have you been doing that?
I launched the day after Too Hot to Handle premiered. So,
Wow. Brilliant.
I know, it was great.
Do you have anything in my
Okay.
color?
Yeah, some blacks, baby blues.
Yeah.
Goes
Is
to
it
the
all?
nails.
Is it all for?
No, I do men's as well.
Oh, you do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Do you know what I like to do with swimwear? I like to wear like a little bit of a shorter board short, with a like either a brief or a trunk underneath. I like to layer.
Yep.
That way, like I wear the board shorts to wherever I'm going, and then I, if it's really sunny, I'll take those off. Feel more confident. Take those off and just have the trunks on.
I'm just picturing you running around in like boxer briefs.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
like boxer briefs, but like I like style swim trunks, and then I wear like board shorts like over them.
Yeah.
So like
That's a vibe.
yeah, so I layer them
Yeah.
depending upon like the vibe, the environment. I don't know.
Yeah.
If I'm like in a place that's got more like Europeans, then it's like then I'll take off the board shorts and
Put on the bungee smugglers.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're a Speedo dude.
Nah.
Oh?
I like board shorts, but I gotta check out your stuff. Yeah. Board shorts.
Yep.
Anything else for guys?
No, because
You have
my
Speedo style like once?
no my audience on Instagram for my swim brand, I'm shocked about this, is like 98% women. So I'm shocked because it's pictures of me in a bikini. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because I thought there was gonna be more dudes following that account, but I just focus on the girls because the boys is kind of just if girls want to get their boyfriends matching with them. But that's like my audience. Like no boy really shops. It's just it's for the girls. It's one of those things.
I see. I see that. I could.
Yeah.
I could picture that. I don't think like guys are really gonna be buying. I don't think most guys feel comfortable buying their girlfriends like swimwear.
No.
They're more like I'll get you a purse or like an accessory.
Yeah, because you
maybe
don't
some
know the
shoes.
Yeah, swimsuits are hard because there's like a specific style.
Yeah, and they all fit differently, and
Yeah.
you feel comfortable in certain styles more than others, and certain body types.
Yeah,
like-
my main thing on my brand is to do like size inclusivity and like a bikini that'll look good on every body type, especially like plus size. So that's like a huge thing that I want to make sure everyone's like feels comfy
yeah.
in the swim. Yeah.
So tell us, what do you have coming up these days?
I have a lot in the works. Well, I'm focusing on my house right now because it's literally the bane of my existence. It's horrible. I hate it. But me and Jesse are working on a show, just me and him. So that would be great if that gets picked up.
What
And
do you want to talk about the concept of that, or like?
We're juggling between between two concepts right now. So either like a docu-series, which is like between like 4 to 8 episodes, or like more of like a follow along journey kind of style, like not keeping up, but kind of like keeping up with the Kardashians. So they kind of just like follow like our baby journey, our wedding journey, our house journey.
A specific journey.
Yeah,
Okay,
like lifestyle.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
You
great.
got the following.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, we keep everyone updated on TikTok anyway.
Yeah.
So
You would broadcast the wedding?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I did mine. It was
Yeah, because then
awesome.
it's a write-off.
You did?
Yeah.
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 Oh, cool. Whoa, cool. Good to know.
Yeah,
That's not
that's-
why. I
Write that
tweeted.
down.
Right off.
But anyways, yeah, I guess
That's the one thing about having your wedding on a show like that. It's a production expense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying before, I'm sure like having a wedding and being like, it feels to me it feels like a club appearance. You know, it feels like I'm going to TomTom and saying hi to like all these people, and
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure, and it kind of feels like it's taken away from you and the person, and it's more about everyone else
yeah,
instead of just you and the person, which is it's really stressful. So that's why we were kind of putting it on hold, because it just didn't feel like it was what we wanted, and it was too stressful, and just focusing on other things instead.
it's also a lot of pressure too, because you know, once you start inviting certain people, it's like then you gotta invite this person. If you don't invite this person,
Yeah.
you know, and then it's
I think we capped ours at By the way, I got married twice. I did like the fairy tale wedding in the woods, dream scenario, and then also did like the kind of bootleg Vegas wedding, and he was dressed as Elvis, and he ordained me and
Cool.
yeah,
and my anyways.
yeah. I can. I'm an
was
I'm an ordained minister.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. It was the same girl both times.
Oh, okay.
It's a long story.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm like you know, I'm a triple threat when it comes to weddings. I can marry you, I can make the cocktails.
You make a
bartend.
really good cocktail.
Thank you.
This is delicious.
Thank you very much. And then I can also perform. Like my band can perform. We've done weddings. I've done
Really
cocktails at weddings. I've ordained, and I've also my band has
triple
performed
threat.
at weddings. Yeah,
You're like a quadruple threat, like a sextuplet threat.
there we go.
I just make the shots. I'm kind of a one-trick pony.
I'm just good at making shots as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of names, what would you call this cocktail? You think? What's a good name for it?
Oh, I'm so bad with that. I have no idea.
How about the Traveler?
The Traveler.
Ah, I like it.
Tom-
The Traveler.
Tom the Traveler.
Yeah, the Traveler. I like it. Well, Francesca, I want to thank you for coming and hanging out. You seem really cool, lovely.
You guys as well.
I wish you
Nice to
all
meet you.
Nice to
the
meet you as
best.
well.
Thank you.
Let's definitely hang out. You
Yeah.
know, you bring Jesse and the whole gang to TomTom or Schwartz and Sandy's. And yeah, everyone check out all of our stuff on socials. And the swimwear line especially.
Farago the label.
Farago the label.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Woo.